I cannot keep ignoring this anymore. There are things in my home I have been putting off for weeks. So today I'm going to deal with a few of those. There are things I stay on top of, and then there's things that I just keep pushing back. And this is definitely one of them. I usually stay on top of my AC cleaning a lot better just to make sure they're in good shape, especially because we live in such a hot, humid climate. But obviously I've let this go on for way too long. Summer's coming up pretty fast, and we already use our air conditioners every single day. So I'm like, okay, I've got to get this handled now. And I've been feeling a lot like this lately, and I'm just going to be honest. I cannot keep up with everything in my home all at once. There are things I stay on top of, and then there are things that just keep getting pushed back over and over and over again. And I've realized I can't do everything, but I also can't keep ignoring it either. So today, I'm just focusing on a few things that I've been putting off, and I'm finally going to get them done. I feel like this is something I'm still learning, especially with trying to build a home slowly and not trying to overwhelm myself. Okay, I've got these clean. I'm gonna go put them on the porch to dry so that way I can come in and finish cleaning the air conditioners. I almost forgot, but you definitely want to make sure that you unplug your air conditioner while you're cleaning it. Okay, this one's finished, and it's not perfect, but it's a whole lot better than it was. And if you are in the market for a new air conditioner, I highly suggest this one. We have several air conditioners, and this one is by far my favorite. It is the Medea U-shaped air conditioner, so the window actually sits down in it. The only con I would say about this unit is that they don't, to my knowledge, they only make it up to a 12,000 BTU. I would love if they would come out with this in a 15 or 18,000 BTU. But if you want to check it out, I will leave a link for it down in the description. And this is another one. I love mopping my walls, and I know it might sound a little crazy, but with 5 dogs, our house gets so dusty. And this is just one of those things that makes it feel so much cleaner. It's just not something I keep up with like I should. I honestly probably should be mopping my walls maybe once a month or at least every other month, since we do have 5 dogs and they get dusty so fast. But I feel like there's this pressure to feel like everything should be done, everything should be cleaned, everything should be kept up with all the time. And that's just not realistic, at least for me anyway. There are parts of my home that I've worked into my routine, and I keep those clean pretty consistently. But then there are other things that I just haven't made it into that rhythm yet. And those are the things that keep getting pushed back. Not because I don't care, but because I'm not trying to overwhelm myself. I should have started with this, but I didn't think about it. I'm gonna get this dusted and then I can get back to mopping. Y'all, this picture frame is so bad. I'm gonna have to give it a really good wipe down. This is my favorite picture in the house. It's of my sweet Reese, and she's not with us anymore. You can actually go back to when I used to film a couple years ago, I think it was. And I have a video of her talking about homemaking through grief when she passed away. But this is my favorite picture of her, and I just love the way she's looking at me in the picture. I can't remember if I bought this frame from Hobby Lobby or from Amazon, but I will try to link it down in the comments for y'all. I absolutely love this frame. I think it is so pretty. I've slowly been working on a routine over the years, and sometimes that can feel like it's really slow because it's just slow progress. But I can look back over the years and I can see how much progress I have actually made in my home. And my home is so much cleaner now than it used to be. And in reality, I just can't do everything at one time, because I get burnout, I get stressed, and that's just not realistic for me to keep up. So the main part of my home is where my routine is. That is why you see me in the main part of my home most of the time. And then once I get a certain routine down pat and I can do it over and over and I'm doing well at it, then I will add something else on top of that and work that into my routine until that part of my routine is accomplished and I can move on to something else. And I think sometimes that can cause me to feel stuck because I don't want to swing into doing everything all at once and burn myself out. But I also know I don't want to keep ignoring things to the point where they start to feel overwhelming when I go try to do them. I'll be honest, this was not on my to-do list today, but this looks horrible. And I just keep walking by and looking at it and telling myself I need to do it, and then I don't. All right, now, don't judge me for this one, but I haven't mopped my floor since before vacation. And at the time of filming this, it was probably a week and a half, 2 weeks maybe, since I had mopped my floors. And I know that sounds horrible, but even the last time I did it, I didn't do a full clean like I normally would. Like, I usually mop 3 times. First, I go in with bleach water, and then I use a cleaning solution. And then the last round, I just use water to soak up all the residue. But last time, I was just exhausted, and I just did 1 round. So these definitely need a good proper clean today. So I'm going to try to find that balance of just slowly working things in, not everything at once, not perfectly, just choosing a few things and moving forward. Because I think sometimes we feel like if we can't do everything, then we can't do anything at all. And I've definitely caught myself in that mindset too. But even doing a few things, it still makes a difference. And honestly, this is what feels sustainable to me. The house feels so much better, but I am tired. And since we're already in the mindset of taking care of things that we've been putting off, we've got some stuff out here on the porch that needs to go. So we're going to get it loaded up and get it dropped off really quick. And then we're probably going to go out to eat because I'm tired. I don't want to cook. I just want to sit down and relax. So we're going to go ahead and get that taken care of as well. My granddad gave us this old mower and we've had it for a long time, but it's not wanting to crank. That is actually why I bought the robotic lawnmower that you've seen me do a video on where I ended up sending it back. And he also gave us these 2 weed eaters, but honestly, I am tired of dealing with the string. So we've ordered an electric mower and a stringless weed eater make things easier on us. So I'm going to go give this one back to my granddad in case he wants to salvage any of it. And I went through our pantry and cleared out what we weren't going to use, and we're just going to be donating it to the food bank. I think these are just a few of those things that's easy to pile up and let it go. Just stuff that we don't need anymore or that we just haven't dealt with in a while. And it feels really good to finally clear out just little things at a time. But it really does make a difference. Just slowly building a home that works for me. One thing at a time. Not perfect. Not finished. Just slow progress that really does add up over time.